Part 1 of the Mid Suffolk Footpath begins close to the village of Hoxne on the Norfolk-Suffolk border. After following a short section of the River Waveney, the path enters Hoxne with an optional detour to the St Edmund monument. After following field edges and country lanes, the path passes the remains of Brome Hall and continues towards the market town of Eiger. Another detour can take you into the town to visit shops and the castle and pick up some refreshments. Back on the route, the path skirts the edge of grazing marsh and the remains of St Mary's Church and through a short stretch of woodland to the tiny village of Thorndon. The Mid Suffolk Path is a long-distance trail that strikes a diagonal line from the Angles Way near Hoxne to the market town of Stowmarket. The opening half-mile takes in a short section of the River Waveney, which eventually flows out to the sea at Great Yarmouth, almost 30 miles away. A trackway is joined, leading into the tiny village of Hoxne, with its rich history and beautiful cottages. There's a small village shop and pub to top up on supplies, and it's the only place to get refreshments until the end of the first day at Thorndon, unless you take the detour into Eiger. A short detour off the route heads down a country lane to the St Edmund's monument. The monument marks the location that St Edmund, the King of East Anglia, was tied to an oak tree and slain by a volley of arrows fired by the Danes in 870 AD. The oak tree fell in 1849 and found to have an embedded arrowhead hidden within, providing some evidence that the legend may be true. Shortly after leaving Hoxne, the route crosses the River Dove, which is seen frequently along the first few miles of the walk, and the second of 3 rivers encountered on the entire route. Heading off the road, the route follows a farm track to Brome Hall, which was the site of a grand house built in 1550, but sadly demolished in 1959. It is possible that the stable block is all that remains from this earlier house, which can be seen as you walk around the property. Passing around the northernmost reaches of the town of Eye, the Mid Suffolk Path heads close to Eye Priory, which was a Benedictine priory dedicated to St. Peter. It was founded in 1080 and finally dissolved in 1537 as part of the dissolution of the monasteries. Excavations through the generations revealed the layout of the church, cloister, and many other associated buildings. To protect the site from further damage, it has been protected as a scheduled ancient monument. A detour to the town of Eye is definitely worth it, thanks to its grand church, beautiful town hall, and also the Norman Motte and Bailey Castle. The town hall dates to 1856 and built by one of the rogue architects at the time, Edward Buckton Lamb. The building has been given a Grade 2 star listing. In the centre of town sits the Norman Motte and Bailey Castle, built shortly after the conquest in 1066, but lost its strategic importance after being sieged in 1173. The current remains were built as a mock keep in 1844 and form part of a small country park. The Grade 1 listed church of St. Peter and St. Paul is one of the finest churches in Suffolk and dates back to the 14th century. The ruins of St Mary's Church near Thorndon can be seen just by the trail and potentially date from the Norman period. It would appear that several of the Norman arches were moved and used in the new church nearby in 1857. As you arrive in the village of Thorndon, there is a lovely village pub called the Black Horse, dating back to the 1600s, and alongside is the tiny village shop. If you're enjoying this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell to keep up to date. And if you'd like more information, just leave a comment below.